barbecue on a cold night at the foot of the Rockies. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Pickett steps away. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Hall, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Pickett. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Pickett. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. On the move to his left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson, option right. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
14,
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
check 3, check alert. Single. Hey, check Mike 33. Far left. Ankle. Google D. Slam.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Pickett. Flushed out right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know. The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. On 1st and 10, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson flushed out right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
They'll try and run it here. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's Wilson.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it up for the first.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Wilson wants to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. He'll look to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Hey! Watch the pass.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And a team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
off near the 26. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. 83 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.